Leo felt the loneliness most keenly at night. Curled beneath his quilt while the rain whispered secrets against his windowpane, school days blurred into a haze of unseen waves and unheard answers. His voice seemingly swallowed by the vast, indifferent corridors. His parents, kind but perpetually adrift in their own sea of work and worry, offered distracted smiles over untouched dinners. He yearned for connection, a spark of true understanding, a place where the quiet ache in his chest didn't feel so heavy the world outside his small room felt distant and muffled, like listening through thick, cold glass, leaving him adrift in a silent ocean of his own thoughts where no one seemed to notice. He was slowly sinking beneath the surface one damp Tuesday. Seeking refuge from the echoing emptiness of the house, Leo ventured into the forgotten clutter of the attic. Dust motes danced in the weak light filtering through a grimy circular window, illuminating shrouded shapes of furniture long past, its prime pushing aside a moth-eaten armchair draped in a ghostly sheet. His fingers brushed against cold, intricately carved wood hidden beneath. With a grunt and a shower of dust, he revealed it. A door not grand, but sturdy and old, its dark surface etched with swirling patterns that seemed to shift subtly in the dim light. It was set into the wall where no door should logically lead, radiating a quiet, impossible presence that made Leo's breath catch in his throat. It felt less like an object and more like a silent question hanging in the dusty air. There was no handle, only a smooth indentation where one might rest a palm, compelled by a force he couldn't name. Leo pressed his small hand against the cool, whispering would a profound vibration hum through his bones, a silent melody resonating deep within his core. The carvings pulsed with a soft, internal light, like captured moonlight, and the door swung inward without a sound, revealing not the expected attic wall or roof space, but a swirling vortex of shifting colors and indistinct shapes. It wasn't frightening. It felt ancient and welcoming, a threshold humming with untold potential. A sense of profound stillness, older than the house itself, emanated from the opening, promising something beyond the ordinary confines of brick and mortar. Stepping through felt like diving into cool, clear water. He emerged not into another room, but into a vibrant, sun-drenched garden bursting with impossible colors. Giant blue roses bloomed beside singing daffodils, and the air thrummed with the gentle harmony of unseen insects. In the center sat Mrs. Finch, his elderly neighbor, her face usually etched with a deep, solitary sadness Leo recognized. But here, surrounded by her secret world's vibrant life, her eyes shone with serene joy as she hummed softly to a luminous butterfly perched on her finger. Seeing her profound peace, untouched by the loneliness Leo knew marked her days downstairs, filled him with a sweet, aching warmth he hadn't known before. He understood, without words, the solace she found hidden away from the world's gaze. The next day, drawn back to the whispering door, Leo stepped through into a starkly different space. A chaotic storm of swirling gray clouds and jagged flashes of crimson lightning rain lashed down. Cold and sharp in the center stood Maya, a fierce girl from his class known for her sharp tongue and angry glares. Here, her small figure was buffeted by the tempest, tears indistinguishable from the rain streaking her face. Leo saw the raw hurt beneath the storm, the sting of her parents' constant arguments, the feeling of being an unwanted burden. He couldn't speak in this world of hers, but simply stood beside her in the downpour, a silent, steady presence amidst her inner chaos. The fierce wind seemed to lessen just a fraction around his quiet solidarity. Later, the door led him to a cramped, shadowy space filled with the deafening tick of 100 amplified clocks. Simon, a quiet boy perpetually hunched over his books, paced frantically, eyes wide with panic, muttering about forgotten equations and impending doom. The crushing pressure of expectations, the fear of failure Leo had only guessed at, was laid bare in this suffocating chamber. Leo, remembering his own anxieties, carefully picked up a fallen, oversized clock gear. He held it out, a silent offering. Simon stared, his frantic muttering slowing, then stopping. He took the gear, his trembling fingers brushing Leo's, and the relentless ticking softened. The oppressive shadows receded just a little. Fragile calm settled over the frantic boy night after night. Leo visited worlds he witnessed hidden courage, profound grief, bubbling creativity, and quiet resilience. He saw the unspoken burdens carried by the boy who always laughed too loud, the hidden kindness in the stern crossing guard, the vibrant dreams of the tired shopkeeper. Each visit chipped away at his own loneliness, replaced by a profound sense of shared humanity. He realized his solitude wasn't a unique burden, but a thread woven into the vast, complex tapestry of every life he touched. Through the door, the ache in his chest began to ease, warmed by the unexpected connection forged in these silent journeys. One evening, heavy with the weight of his parents' latest distracted silence at dinner, Leo stood before the door. He placed his hand on the wood, but instead of seeking another world, he thought fiercely of his own attic room, his own quiet sadness, his own desperate wish to be truly seen. The door shimmered, its light deepening. Taking a trembling breath, Leo stepped through a euro, but this time, he didn't disappear. He remained standing in his attic, the door glowing softly beside him. And there, stepping hesitantly out of the swirling light, was Maya, her eyes wide with wonder, then softening with recognition. Behind her, Simon appeared, blinking in the dimness, followed by Mrs. Finch, her face gentle with understanding. They had seen him. His silent world had called to theirs. No grand speeches were needed. Maya offered Leo a small, hesitant smile. Simon gave a shy nod. Mrs. Finch placed a warm, comforting hand on his shoulder. The profound silence that followed wasn't empty. It was filled with the simple, powerful resonance of being known. The magical door hadn't just shown Leo other worlds. It had woven a fragile, luminous thread between his lonely heart and others, proving that sometimes, the bravest thing is not just to see, but to allow yourself to be seen. The door remained a silent guardian in the attic, but Leo knew the real magic wasn't the threshold itself, but the courage it took to reach across it, hand open, heart exposed, ready to connect.